Don't think your name is Abdullah. Your name is Fatima and you're going to say, I'm a Muslim. Don't think that. That is not the way Sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you don't live like a Muslim, your bodily parts are going to testify against you. And the person say, why are you testifying against me? Why are you speaking against me? And if he said, you done this haram, you looked at haram, you touched haram, you did haram, you lived haram. Don't think you can come on that day and say, I'm a Muslim. And you have the ability to say the Shahada. يثبت الله الذين آمنوا بالقول الثابت في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ويضل الله الظالمين ويفعل الله ما يشاء. Allah will give thabat. Many people say La ilaha illallah, dakhal al-jannah, you'll enter into paradise. That is true. Who's going to give you the tawfiq to say La ilaha illallah? When a young boy in Kuwait was driving his car, and this may seem petty, as many people now drive around and listen to these filthy people once again, and listen to this filthy rap. And I say it's filthy rap, because the lyrics are full of haram, full of pornography, fornication, lewdness, sexual misconduct, foul speech, misconduct to parents, to authority, to the police or whatever. It's all foul speech. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَشْتَرِي لَحْوَ الْحَدِيثِ. Singing is haram according to the Quran, Surah Luqman. The 31st chapter, verse number 6, if my memory serves me correct. Go and read the tafsir of this verse, and you'll find the answer to rap that we find at the moment. That this person is driving their car, and all of a sudden they have a car accident. People rush over to him, and say to him, say La ilaha illallah. Say La ilaha illallah. Dakhal al-jannah, you'll enter into paradise. He remains silent. You think the Arabs, just because they know the Arabic language, are going to make it to paradise? These people at the moment are the most filthy people on the face of this earth. As Shaykh Ibn Taymiyyah mentioned, the most noble people in this dunya are the Arabs that they understand the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The most worst of the creation are the Arabs because they're far away from the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the same thing I say today. Just because they speak the Arabic language, just because they maybe think they're in charge of the Kaaba, they don't live to the teachings of Islam. Because even the Quran narrates, you think that to give people water and dates, to look after people in the haram, is something good? That is not the real meaning of taqwa, of consciousness. It's far more greater than that. But his Arab child is there, and his final words are singing to the song that he's listening to. What an evil death. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. They're saying to him, say La ilaha illallah. But Allah didn't give him the tawfiq. His final words are to sing along to this Arab song. So what gives us the dedication? What makes us so sure that we will end up in this state? If we don't try to live to the teachings of Islam, how will Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq and the ability? And you find that He has lied to spread out the carpets of hell for him and open the gate for him into hell. And some of the hot air will come into the grave. His grave will become narrow. His ribs will interlace or intertwine. They will crush one another. The grave will be restricted upon him. And a man with an ugly face, and ugly garments, an offensive odor and smell will come to him and say, be grieved with what displeases you. Say, who are you? Your face is ugly. You look ugly. And he will say, for this is your day which you have been promised. I am your wicked deeds. I am your wicked deeds. And he will say, my Lord, don't bring the last hour. My Lord, don't bring the last hour. We will call of this wretched individual. And that's how we find at the first location of every single individual, as Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anh, that when many things were mentioned in front of him, he wouldn't weep. But when the grave was mentioned to him, he would begin to cry. And I said to him, why is it that you cry when the grave is mentioned to you? He said, the first manzil, the first location before the akhirah is the grave. That is the first place you have to go. Many of them would dig a grave and just lie inside there and begin to reflect. None of us at home, when we go home and think about, before we lie down, what if I am lifted up tonight? And I say that for my own self. I don't think I can stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say that I've done good in my life. Has anybody got the courage to stand up and say that I can stand in front of Allah now and say I've got nothing to worry about? Does anyone have that courage?